You'd be very, very effective, and I've seen this time and time again. As an LO, you could be very good at getting the credit pull, but for whatever reason, you can't get them to lock. And that's an indicator. So if you're having that problem when you're going through your KPI with your manager, really it's the transition. So in other words, it's transition from the application to the pitch is where you might be going wrong. Because you pulled their credit, you got everything you need to do a pitch, but your pitch might sound like, hey Jim, this is Daniel, I got a couple options, you got a pen and paper? And more than likely, you're probably pitching them 30 minutes after you talk to them, they're still in their cubicle at work, not with their wife, not with their husband. They're not in a position to make the decision. And what happens, what does that LO do when they can flip them? Inactivate. No benefit, right? It's crazy. But pay attention to that, because if you have a high amount of credit pulls, but you can't get them to lock, then that's maybe where you need to, tweak your approach. Whereas you're straight, you're solid on the lead to credit pulls. Don't fix nothing with that, because you're doing good already there, right? Now the third one is lock to submitted. So obviously this is an indicator of whether or not you're locking wood, or you're excited, but they're not. All right, yeah, he sounds like he's gonna take it. Hey, let's lock this, D. He consented for my disclosures. This looks solid. This guy's solid, dude. Let's lock this guy. So if you look at that indicator, and let's say you're strong with lead to credit pull, you're strong with credit pull to lock, but then it just falls off from lock to submitted, it means you're not setting up the expectations right. And there's a few things you need to pay attention to, like, are you making it hard for them to do it? Like whenever I hear an LO read off the list of documents, I cringe. Because I just imagine that person writing it down on some little small ass sticky note or junk mail. And then they lost it. What do you do? Right? Not only that, but as they write it out, it just becomes so much of a task. Like mortgage statement, proof of insurance, declaration page, 30 days pay stubs. Make it easier. So say, hey, you know what? There's a few items that I need from you. I'm gonna send you a super short checklist of a few documents I need to validate your ability to keep your reservation and secure in your lock. So don't worry about writing it down. Just keep in mind, maybe print out a couple pay stubs and bring them home with you. As an LO, what I used to do if I knew that, this person was like a flight risk meaning they're like flakes, I would actually blame it on the disclosures that I needed certain documents at the time of pitching. Otherwise, I can't release the disclosures because my license number is on it. I'm federally licensed, Mr. Jones. I can't release it with inaccurate information. When I give you a call back tonight to recap and review what I'm gonna send to you, I need you to have your most recent pay stub, your W-2, and your mortgage statement close by, because I need to confirm the figures are accurate so that by the time I pitched them, they have 70% of the documents already there. Got it? So you could use that, you can get creative and use that. Some of us don't, because we understand how to use work number. Like if the guy works for a reputable company, chances are you don't even need those documents anyway. Got it?